The Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 6. Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchant? The nations are speaking here, and they marvel at the sight of an entire nation coming out of Egypt, the grave of the world, the house of the dead, necropolis. The nations marvel. How did so many escape from the iron jaws of Egypt? Their emergence was seen as a miracle of God, and they testify to the fragrance of the miracles that attended Israel. You know, our emergence from the kingdom of darkness is prefigured here, delivered by a miracle and led forth into freedom by Jesus. Now here's a few thoughts about Egypt that are also instructive for us. In Hebrew, Egypt is called Mitzrayim. According to the text on Jewish mysticism, the Zohar, the name is derived from Mitzarim, meaning narrow straits. Mi from tsar, narrow or tight. Tsarah is also leprosy. When God took them out of Mitzrayim, he extricated them from the place of constricted opportunities, tight control, and narrow-mindedness, where movement was severely limited. And he also delivered them from the leprosy of sin and death. Now each of us lives in his or her own Mitzrayim. The external narrow constraints of finance or health, or the internal constraints of a personal tragedy from which a person can't seem to recover. We are reminded of the dove in the secret of the stairs in the previous chapter. I came, Jesus said, that they might have life, and life in all its fullness, John 10:10. Paul spoke of the glorious liberty of the sons of God, Romans 8:21. We can't promise that everything suddenly becomes rosy when we come to Jesus. The Jews still had a wilderness to cross, but they had the presence of God, and they made it in the end to the promised land.